Well, hello Virgo, this is Lady Scarlet, and I'm going to do a reading for you and see what we have coming towards you. I decided to use my Star Trek deck, so been sick, so I haven't been reading as much. I apologize for that. I'm trying to get back on course. Lots of stuff going around where I live, so, and I see little kids as a therapist, so sometimes they bring stuff in to me, like germs, and so I'm getting over that. So 5 of Swords is the first card that pops out, so there's some conflict that you've definitely walked away from, choosing a path of peace. Wouldn't surprise me if we get your card, the Hermit, pop out. Using that inner wisdom that Virgos have. Trying to do things in a very peaceful way. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Mostly just because, you know, you don't really like chaos very much, and so when you don't maybe know where you stand with someone, or you know, be careful with the people pleasing though. I'm getting that, definitely, to be careful with that. 10 of Cups in your home environment. That's really pretty nice. Yeah, I'm just getting a very peaceful energy from that. The Emperor, so that is a card attributed to Aries, but it's also about personal power. There's the Fool, so some of you taking a leap of faith or taking a risk. Temperance at the bottom of the deck there too, so leap of faith. 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Justice, which is a Libra card at the bottom of the deck, and some of you very well might be Virgo, Libra, Cuspers, but this is just about balance. It's creating balance for yourself. Ace of Swords, yeah. There's that Archangel Michael, you know, power again, and strength, which is a Leo card, but this just tells me that you've become very honest with yourself and about what you want, and created a sense of peace for yourself. A lot of Hermit energy there, even though the Hermit didn't come out. Ace of Cups. Definitely some energy moving towards you. So, let's see what we get to clarify on that. I'm going to use my Mystic deck to clarify. Let's see. 4 of Pentacles at the bottom, you know. Let's see what else we got. That doesn't feel quite right. The Moon, 8 of Cups. I definitely feel like you've walked towards something more loving. So let's go with Jane Austen, because that feels more correct to me in the energy that I'm feeling. A lot of you just chose a path that was more loving for yourself. We'll see if that means that there's who's around you, or so on that 5 of Swords, Lovers. Yeah, some of you chose to walk away from a situation and create a sense of peace for yourself. So that's also 6 of Cups, so it's like that's a past energy. And there's the Emperor, King of Swords, also, you know, Aries energy, but also air signs. So I get the sense too, if some of you are Libra Cuspers, because this is a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra card, that you're more into that Libra thinking, especially with the Justice coming up at the bottom of the deck, that you're just thinking more clearly about what you want and what you will fight for, you know. And I think you felt like you were fighting an unwinnable battle with someone. 5 of Cups, lots of disappointment, yeah. 6 of Pentacles, with those 2 sixes there, it's like there very well could have been a very deep connection with someone, but I sense a lot of disappointment in walking away from something. And for some of you, that could be family and not necessarily a lover. But the bottom of the deck, you've got 4 of Swords and the Death card, which is a Scorpio card, but 4 of Swords is about healing. Yeah, walking away from some negative attachment. And you know, and that's Five of Wands too, so that's walking away from some conflict with someone. For some of you, that is definitely a family member. For some of you, it's a lover that you walked away from. I get a sense that, you know, for some of you, maybe it was an amicable walking away, or you both had just stopped talking. I mean, it was... So, I think maybe in some situations, maybe both parties feel left and disappointed. Let's clarify this Ten of Cups in the home spot. Why does Virgo have Ten of Cups in the home environment? Just get this real sense of peace and like, you know, I have everything I need kind of feeling. Ooh, okay. So this was the first one that fell. So the High Priestess and Queen of Cups. Yeah, just love. Lots of love in your home environment and the people around you. Two of Pentacles. Things are balanced out. There's the Hermit. There you are. And Nine of Pentacles. Some of you have chosen to not be with someone. No, that is a card about independence, but you also might just be a very independent person in or out of a relationship. And the Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Cups again. Yeah, you're peaceful. Some of you are super happy to be free of something, some attachment. I'd like to see if there's love coming towards you, and I really feel like with this Three of Cups here that that's a possibility. And taking a leap of faith, but you know, Seven of Cups in the outcome, which is, that could be about dreams coming into reality, and I do get a feeling from that. So let's clarify this leap of faith. At the bottom, there's the Queen of Swords. Some of you are definitely, you're logically in your head, if that makes sense, about partnerships. So I just think you just have a level of honesty, and it's a level of honesty about who you are and what you want. Ace of Cups. So yeah, taking a leap of faith and love. For some of you, there is definitely someone new. I mean, the Fool is about new beginnings. So some of you have an offer of love either recently or it's about to happen. Somebody new, definitely, with that Fool card, you know, the very first card of the major arcana, and the Ace of Cups, a very, very strong new connection. Let's clarify that Ace of Cups. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Angels. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. Who is this new person in Virgo's life? Wow, give me a book here. Let's see. So, well, there's the Sun card, happiest card in the deck. Nine of Wands also, so it's like you're both very clear about how you've been hurt in the past and what you will not allow. So there's a lot of transparency happening in this new connection. The Star, it's an Aquarius card, so for some of you that very well could be Aquarius. The Sun is a Leo card. But also this is Knight of Pentacles, so that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is somebody who has a very... they very well could be very well known in their community or at large, but yeah, they're shining like a star, at least in your eyes anyway. Three of Pentacles, you very well could have met them through work or through some third party. I'm not going to put all these cards down, but we'll get the gist. Definitely could be a divine counterpart with the King and Queen of Wands there. There's a lot of attraction. A lot of attraction. Also getting a feeling from this that someone from your past could come in and try to make an offer, but you wouldn't take it because of this new energy. And even if you aren't with someone new, you wouldn't take this previous energy because it was, there was too much disappointment. Let's clarify the Emperor why the Emperor is here. Spirit guides, ancestors, and angels, thank you for your guidance. Truly appreciate it. So, Nine of Swords. So, I am definitely getting that this person from the past may give you some food for thought in some way. Reach out to you in some way. Don't get too much in your head about that. There's also this feeling of, I fear losing control of the situation. And so, you know, the Emperor is about having, you know, being in your own personal power. And so, don't get too much in your head, Virgo. Like, in that negative way, where you're questioning what you're doing. You know yourself, you know what you require. But you do have a tendency to ruminate, and so be careful with that. The Chariot, fastest moving card in the deck. Yeah, and there is somebody from your past that did not give you all of the information, and they want to come forth and give you some truth. Whether they will or not, I mean, I can't tell you what they're going to do with their free will, but they really want to come and try to fix things with you. And it will put you in your head a bit if that happens, because you have reached a level of authenticity and transparency with yourself. Whew. Cards really wanted to jump out on that one. You've reached this level of understanding about yourself that you're not willing to let somebody come in and tell you a bunch of lies. So, wow, that one like flew across the room. There's a Four of Cups in reverse, which is an offer declined. Yeah, somebody, so Eight of Cups in reverse, they want to come back in. And Five of Swords, which you've already had, where, you know, you've chosen a path of peace. So this person doesn't have any power or control over you anymore. And, but they really want to come towards you because you're very attractive to them right now. And they, you know, either they're looking at pictures of you or they're looking at old messages or something. But they're going to give you some food for thought. I don't think you want it, though. I think you've chosen something else. Let's clarify this Three of Cups, which is connecting your near future to your outcome. So we have Three of Swords, an Ace of Pentacles, which is also the World. So this is healing energy with that Three of Cups. It's something to celebrate. There's a gift, but you're going to second guess it like it's too good to be true. It's not. It's literally the world in the palm of your hands. Some of you may let that person back in, and so this Three of Swords might be in your near future because you really do want to give this person a chance because it felt like a divine counterpart to you. And I'm just getting a sense that you're going to go right back into that disappointment. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. Maybe they come in and they do all the right things. Maybe they've done some healing work. I don't see that they have, but let's clarify that a little bit more. What's the World card? Thank you, Spirit Guides, ancestors, and angels with us throughout. Six of Swords. That's movement forward. Eight of Pentacles. They've tried to... Somebody from your past is trying to figure out how to come in the right way to you. Like they want to come to you. This also could be a business partnership in which somebody comes to you with an offer. And I do get a little bit of a past energy from that. So it's somebody maybe you've had a connection with in the past that wants to offer to help you in some way financially or with a business. But it's also a past person who's disappointed you that has, like, you gave them the roadmap and they didn't listen, and now they're realizing how they screwed up. And they want to come in because you're happy. And that happy energy is very attractive. The bottom of the deck, you've got the Hanged Man, Two of Swords, and the Death card. You've put that to rest. Ace of Swords, they definitely want a reconciliation, and they're going to come with an offer of love. Let's do this Seven of Cups. Now, you may have manifested this in the past, and now it's coming into fruition. There's a Magician in the cut, and that's, you know, very much about manifestation, but let's see what comes up on this Seven of Cups. Some of you are in a new relationship, and there's going to be some things brought to light that you kind of question. And there's going to be some real transparent conversation about what your expectations are in a relationship and what their expectations are in a relationship. And So don't get too much in your head about it. You need to balance head and heart here. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Angels. Okay, so Five of Wands, there is some, that is that past energy. And this person, it's like when you're doing well, they want to come in and screw it up in some way. They really do want to come towards you. Also get that you might get a misunderstanding with someone and you aren't sure how to deal with that. So the Devil is also a Capricorn card, so it could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with. Nine of Cups, you have a Wish card, and that Eight of Swords, you know, somebody's moving towards you very quickly. But it's so deceptive. It's so like they're still not going to, like, you get your wish because they come towards you and tell you some truth. But it's, you know that they're full of crap. Like, you know that they're full of crap. And so you fully know that they're not going to give you the full truth. And so I just get this sense of you rejecting it. I mean, look, Three of Wands, Two of Cups. They're going to, King of Wands and the Magician. They're going to, literally, they're going to tell you some things that you really wanted to hear, but it's still not going to be enough. And I do get, you know, some energy here that some of you are in a new relationship and you really will reject hearing from someone from the past. Let's clarify with my personal deck here and see what we have come out. Some of you that are in a relationship that's been ongoing, that has had some of these difficulties, you're going to go back and forth about whether or not to walk away. That's going to be a real conflict for you because some of you have already done that, and some of you it's like you're repeating a cycle over and over and over again. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And we can't get to healing if we keep repeating cycles. We have to make a different decision. So for some of you, it's the same cycle over and over and over again. Let's get some clarification for my Virgos, please. Okay, so root chakra, so definitely grounding, soul connection, throat chakra. Definitely speak your truth from a place of stability. You know, you don't want your stability rocked. That's not something that you like. But you have a soul connection with someone, somebody that had an addiction issue. That's, or narcissism or some negative something. You know, some past that they haven't dealt with. And they're going to want to come in and speak some truth to you. But you are in a really good place. One moment in time, Whitney Houston, your hard work is paying off. There's Cancer energy, Moonstone card. That's about intuition. Your intuition is on point. Yeah, so somebody, they're going to reach out to you because they're really in their head about what happened and they want to try to fix it. But they think really highly of themselves. They think that they can just talk to you and get you back. They know that they can. They have absolute confidence that they can talk you back into it if they say the right things or do the right things. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces attached to that. Definitely Cancer energy there with the Moonstone and that sign. Yeah, they've been spying on you. What did I say? They've been looking at pictures of you or looking at old messages or something, and they are in this really big sense of regret. You know, you have that Nine of Swords up there, and they really, really want to come towards you, but I think that you're really not having it, Virgo. I think it'll put you in your head a lot, like, why are they doing this now when I'm fine, right? Well, because you're fine, and that makes you more attractive to them, and they like that energy, and so they're going to come towards you because they want to have some of that energy, because that feels good to them, right? It's like that whole idea of energy vampire, right? And in my life, Beatles, I mean, you have met someone that's a divine counterpart, and this is a new energy. And so I just really feel like this past energy doesn't have a chance. For some of you, you're going to give it another chance and not complete that cycle. Yeah, I mean, so there's Topaz, Scorpio energy, and I just get growth, personal power, you know, overcoming obstacles and clarity. Here's doing the unstuck the cure. This is you're free. You have set yourself free from that past energy. I think about you often. At times I can't sleep. They're afraid to be honest with you, but they're like in this study mode right now where they really want to come towards you. But there's also, you know, very well could have been a twin flame situation. I really wish it would tell us more about this new person rather than connect to spirit. So you're at this place, though. I deserve the best. And so you're choosing that path. For some of you, it's alone. For some of you, you're going to repeat a karmic cycle. And for some of you, you've chosen someone new. So I'm getting all of those energies in there. They're all valid. But you are in a position of power, Virgo. So, you know, I would say you really need to consider what it would be if you let this negative attachment back into your life. There's a lot of miscommunication, lies, you know, I'm picking up a sense of that there may have been other people involved that you didn't know about. So I'm just saying, be careful with that. You know, use that hermit energy that you have that's so strong with you and really use your intuition. Let's get some of my personal oracle cards for some advice from our spirit guides, ancestors, and angels. So treat yourself. Treat yourself well is what I'm getting there. Like, you do deserve the best. That was, you know, that last card that showed up, and you know, you've been on a path of healing. You really need to stay on that path regardless of which situation that you are in. Whew, okay. Failure is just practice. Change is one thing, acceptance is another. Sit with it. So there's some things you definitely need to think about. You know, and I'm getting to, you know, that you're trying different approaches to things rather than the same old ways. It may not be your fault what happened, but it's your responsibility to heal. I feel like that's a recent wound. So, in which you were disappointed. Not necessarily romantically, but could be. What does it matter how many lovers you have if none of them gives you the universe? I mean, that's who you choose, is the one that gives you the universe. Budget and plan. There's somebody that wants to come in and help you with that too. Definitely saw that. Freeing yourself was one thing. Claiming ownership of that freed self was another. So some of you are still trying to break that cycle. And for some of you, it's a real struggle. But in order to complete that karmic cycle, you do have to cut that attachment. And you have free will. You're going to choose whatever you're going to choose. But when you are fearless about failure, you become very powerful, right? Failure is just practice. No one's sex parts are going to heal your soul. It's on you. Okay. Somebody might be super sexy. That devil energy often is, right? But learning is a result of listening. But that's also listening to yourself and your intuition. Never be afraid to sit a while and think. You got that twice. Sit and think about some things. Sometimes you make the right decision. Sometimes you make the decision right. For some of you, you did. You made a decision with someone, and then you figured it out and you made it right. It's never the changes we want that change everything, which is so true, right? You know, a lot of times we're trying to manifest this outcome and something else happens, but manifestation is not on our human timeline. It can be 20 years later that something that you've manifested comes to fruition. It's all about divine timing. And so you have to remember that when you're trying to manifest that, you know, our divine leadership, if you will, brings things to us in the time in which we are supposed to have it. Let's pull some runes for you. Sometimes we're not ready, you know. Sometimes we're not ready for that. And so I'm going to shake these around again. So need, Rido, and those are some... Okay, so things have been delayed for you. Very, very slow moving. But you have ing in the outcome, which is really great. So let's look at need, though. Need is a delay rune, and so it's like you've been through this very, very difficult learning situation in which you were very, very delayed, even spiritually. And now, ing is, even in the most negative of rune casts, you can have like all completely negative runes, but if you have ing in the outcome, it's like you'll get through it, right? But it will feel like a trial. This is almost like the tower right here, almost in a way. So it can also indicate that your mind is going to clear up and that you're going to get out of your head. And this is like you have this new phase of life happening, like everything's new and beautiful. You did have the Fool card, right? Taking a leap of faith, new beginnings. Your energy is going to be very, very positive. And, if you've had health issues, it definitely means that those things are going to get better. Usually through our own diligence, though, right? Let's get some advice from our fairy guides for you, Virgo. Let's see what they have to say for us. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, and our fairy guides. Let's get some advice for Virgo, please, moving forward. So we have, you're on the right path. The way ahead is clear and true. You've chosen the right path for you. I get a very loving sense from that card that, you've chosen something that's very good for your soul. Butterflies. Whenever you see a butterfly flutter through the grass, it is to remind you of the love of those who've passed. So you have some people that have passed on that are very strong energies around you and very protective. Rose quartz crystal, soothing and warm like love that flows. Once under your pillow, your magic grows. Some of you absolutely learn to love yourself, and you're experiencing this great joy from that, and illumination, and it's a really, really good feeling from those three cards for you moving forward. I want to get just a few more for you from our fairy friends. Okay, so we have be strong. When trouble seems to be brewing near, your inner strength will keep you clear. And that's that hermit energy, right, that you have. And music. Fairies dance in the green hollow. Where the music plays, joy will follow. A lot of time, music is one of the great communicators. And I do get a sense that somebody might communicate with you through music. So be a little mindful of that. That might play on your heartstrings. Be strong with that, right? But I just get this sense that you've done a lot of healing, Virgo, and you've chosen yourself over negative attachments and people that were harmful for you, and that you're moving forward on this path. For some of you, that means a new love, a new partner. For some of you, that means cutting out negative attachments from the past and really choosing yourself. So some of you might be single, but some of you might very well be stepping into relationships. You're very attractive in this healing energy, so, magnet, if you will. So just remember that you're on the right path. You're doing the thing. You're healing. You are choosing things that are very good for you and using that experience and wisdom that you have with that hermit energy. All right, Virgo, there's your reading. I hope that it resonated with you. Thank you to all of my subscribers, all the likes, shares, and sweet comments. I truly appreciate it. It's LadySkarlette. Many blessings to you and yours.